Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over my picks for the top 10 new things from the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC in Grand Theft Auto Online. We got a lot of new stuff added with this update, and unfortunately a few things taken away, which does kind of suck. We're going to get into that in another video though. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. Let's shoot for 5,000 likes on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. I'm going for 300,000 this year. Let's go ahead and get started with number 10. At number 10, the first thing that I have come up with on this list are vehicle fixes. Now, with the Chop Shop DLC, unfortunately, we got a lot of broken vehicles. For example, like the Declassy Vigoro ZX convertible. Previously, when the convertible roof was down, there was one window triangle from the convertible roof when it was up that would remain up regardless of the top being down or up. And if you had tinted windows, it was especially noticeable and extremely ugly. And luckily, that has been fixed with this update. Now, in addition to this, we also have an update for the Vapid Illusion, which previously had the headlight glass on the passenger side completely non-existent on the vehicle, and it looked really, really dumb. And if you noticed it, it would definitely bother you. In fact, I actually sold my Vapid Illusion because of this issue with it that just pissed me off enough to not want it anymore. And last but not least, we also had the Karen Astro GZ updated, and the suspension modification was added for this vehicle, which was previously not a part of this vehicle's regular customization, which was always kind of weird because it was all tuner-esque and everything like that, but then you couldn't lower it at all, which seemed really strange. Of course, that was because it was a mistake, but now it has been remedied. I do like to see Rockstar going back and fixing these issues that they created back when these vehicles released, and I'm happy to see that they are fixing some of their mistakes from previous updates. Now with this new update, they've got some more stuff to fix, like on the new Enos Paragon S. For some reason, some of the exhaust options are only on one side of the car, but the smoke still comes out. Another issue with that car in particular is that when you're scrolling through the mirror options, they only do the driver's side of the car and not the passenger side of the car, which is really, really weird. Not really sure what happened with this car, but I hope that they fix it in the next update, or potentially even sooner, hopefully. Next up at number 9, we got some quality of life improvements. First of all, when calling the mechanic, buildings with multiple levels are in a sub-menu to reduce the amount of properties shown in the list when you're scrolling through to try to find a car in a certain garage that you own. This is a really good thing that they've done. So for example, the office garages have their own subcategory, and then within that you can find the 3 levels of the office garage. It's the same thing with the nightclub with the arena workshop and all of that stuff, so I think this is a great quality of life improvement. Another thing that they've also done is adding maximum amounts of snacks whenever you launch a heist or a mission. This is really good. It causes you to not have to go to the store and fill up on snacks every single time, especially if you've, done a heist a few times and then lost a few times and have had to restart. You would have lost all those snacks. So now you don't really have to do that anymore, which is a huge improvement, and I am definitely a fan of it. Now, they also added one more quality of life improvement, but it's locked behind the GTA Plus paywall. I've gone on about this enough. I have a whole separate video about this if you want to know more about it. But the Vinewood Club Garage app allows you to empty the safes from all of your businesses from your phone, which is kind of a huge piss off to me. I think that this should have been implemented for everybody, but I'm not going to complain about it. I understand it. I get the, practice behind it and everything like that, but I do think that we should have all probably gotten this improvement. But anyway, that's it for quality of life improvements at number 9. Let's talk about number 8. At number 8, we have armor upgrades to the Bombushka as well as the Sparrow. Both of these have had their armor increased by 50%, allowing both to take significantly more damage than previously possible. In the case of the Sparrow, it should actually be able to land now without smoking on impact, which is really good. That is a big quality of life improvement that kind of needed to happen, and these armor upgrades were kind of a necessary thing to happen. Of course, this also means that the Sparrow can take more small arms fire and stuff like that, which is pretty good. And the Bombushka can now take significantly more damage. It can take several homing missiles now as opposed to like 2 before, and it can take more than 1 RPG now, which is really good. Albeit it will get so damaged that it won't be able to fly for much longer, but it still will remain in the air for an undisclosed amount of time. And this improvement is not enough to make the Bombushka an actual good vehicle, by the way, just in case you were wondering if you should buy it. Please don't. At number 7, we had dispatch work added with this update. You can get access to dispatch work by owning and driving any purchasable personal police vehicle. So the ones that you can purchase and that you can actually call with the mechanic, or the ones that are in your garages. Now, you will get calls periodically to offer this work to you, or you can press B on PC and you will be told a prompt when driving the police cars on console, and you will be able to request work from Vincent. Now, I do believe there's a 5-minute cooldown after you've completed one of these missions, but they take roughly 5 minutes and pay about 25k, so they're kind of an equivalent option to something like Headhunter, for example. So if you have a police car but you want to make some quick money, just while you're driving around in GTA or whatever you're doing, you can now do this, and 25k in 5 minutes, not terrible, especially if you're a lower level player and you don't have a lot of money in GTA. Not really sure how you got the police car to be able to do it, but hey, if you want to, this is a cool way to earn some money, and it's brand new, which I think this is actually a really, really good feature. Number 6, we got new clothing. 150 new pieces of clothing for male characters have been added into the game. They got some really cool luxury bomber jackets, as well as new pants and hats and stuff like that, so really cool stuff. And there's also 200 plus new clothing items for female characters that have also been added with this update, so that's pretty cool. I think it's cool to see Rockstar adding clothing into the game. A lot of people like to make their characters look fly, and you know, I'm one of those people, so I definitely appreciate getting new clothing in the game. It is really, really cool to see. At number 5, we have payout increases on old jobs. We have payout increases on Super Yacht Life missions, Lamar's Lowrider missions, Operation Paper Trail, Casino Story missions, Gerald's Last Play missions, Madrazo Dispatch Services, Premium Deluxe Repo work, Project Overthrow, as well as we have increased payouts on open wheel races, as well as taxi work. Now, it seems like taxi work got about a 250% or 2.5 times increase to the payouts for this, and I was actually able to make about $40,000 in about 20 minutes, which, not that that's amazing, but it's far better than it ever was before. And if taxi work ever goes on, you know, double money, triple money, 4 times, 5 times, this could actually be a very viable way to earn some money in GTA Online. And of course, it is available from basically rank 1. You can go to the taxi place and, you know, start working and make some money. So for lower level players, I think this is a really good change. Open wheel races probably got about double payout, and all the other stuff, it's kind of hard to say because it depends on, you know, how quickly you do it, how many people you do it with. There's a bunch of different factors. So to judge Super Yacht Life and Lamar Lowriders, like all the contact missions ones, you'd have to know what the previous payouts were in order to get the new payouts. And then it also is time dependent and everything like that. But regardless, all of this stuff is on bonus money now permanently, which is really cool. It's very good to see, very happy to see it for sure. So check out some of these older contact missions if you guys are interested, or if you've never played them before. Kind of cool. Next up at number 4, we have new drift tuning modifications for 3 cars. We have these for the Ubermarkt Cypher, so you can go to the LS car meet and put the drift tuning on it, which is really, really sweet. Again, it's going to cost you 200,000. And from what I have heard with this update, they did nerf drifting a little bit with the drift tuning. It's not quite as good as it once was, but it is still pretty good. So this is available on the Ubermarkt Cypher, as well as the Ubermarkt Sentinel Classic wide body, as well as the Volcar Nebula Turbo. So these 3 cars have the drift tuning modification available for them now, as well as 2 cars that we have yet to get it for. The Karen Futo is going to have drift tuning added to it in a coming update week, which should be pretty cool, as well as the new Mercedes AMG Hammer that we're going to be getting into the game in the coming weeks as well. So that's really cool. But new drift tuning cars, that's pretty sweet. I do like to see it for sure. That's it for number 4. At number 3, we have 9 new purchasable cars. These cars have been added into the game. 1 car has also been released exclusively to GTA Plus members, but we will get it next week for the rest of us who don't even have access to GTA Plus, for example. So that is pretty cool, and that is of course the overflawed Pipistrello. We do have 2 new Imani Tech cars, as well as 2 new HSW cars and 3 new police cars. If you want to know more about these cars, I've got a video talking about what ones are good and what ones aren't so good in a video called What Cars to Buy and What to Avoid from the new Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC in GTA Online. I will link that in the description down below, so if you are interested in that, it will be found down there. Or you can just simply go to my channel and it'll be one of my recent videos after this has come out. At number 2, we have a new business in GTA Online, of course, as I'm sure you guys have heard, the bail enforcement business. There are 5 locations to choose from, ranging from, you know, mid $2 million to a little bit cheaper to a little bit more expensive, about $2.6 mil for some of them, depending on the location that you get. With this business, you can make at least 130 grand per hour just by doing the high value target. However, I have made about $250,000 in 1 hour with the high value target and then the 3 other lower value targets. But you can also hire staff members to go out and do some bounty hunting for you on the side, and they will do this completely passively and just end up putting the money in your safe. So they take about 48 minutes to do this, so potentially you can even earn a little bit more money with this. And I have heard as of right now, there's a glitch going on where if you change sessions, you get all of the targets reset in your bail enforcement business. So there is some potential to make a lot of money with this business right now. I don't think this is intentional, but until Rockstar patches it, you can definitely make a ton of money doing this. And at number 1, we have some business improvements. The biker businesses as well as bunker business sale mission timers have been increased by 50% when you launch sale missions as a solo player, allowing for slightly less daunting sale missions as a person playing by themselves. I think that just decreasing the amount of vehicles that need to be driven to achieve a sale would have been a better way of doing this. However, it is still an improvement nonetheless. Now with the bunker business, when you launch as a solo player, and even if you have multiple vehicles, you're going to get 22.5 minutes now instead of only 15 minutes that you would have got previously. And the biker business, you are going to get 45 minutes to complete the sale mission as opposed to just 30 like we always did for the last few years. The CEO cargo business has also been fixed, at least one of the sale missions, and I am referring to the Titan sale mission that seemed to be doomed to fail previously. It wouldn't allow you to drop special cargo at the drop-off points, resulting in a failed mission and you losing some cargo. They have fixed this allegedly, and it should be good to go now. So that is a really, really good improvement that I like to see for sure. So there you have it, guys. Those are my picks for the top 10 new things from the bottom dollar bounties DLC in Grand Theft Auto Online. Let me know what you thought of my list in the comment section down below. Do you think I missed anything? Is there anything that you would have added on this list or swapped out? Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, of course. Subscribe if you enjoy my content. I'm going for 300k this year, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.